Hello, in this video I will demonstrate 1 week's course contents for the course assignments that I provide for students in Blackboard. I will start with the announcement because this is the first content I have set for students to view first. And I'm going to be demonstrating with week 2. When students log into their Blackboard account, this is the first tool that they view on Blackboard. And on the announcements, every morning students will have an announcements available in Blackboard with information, notices, and reminders for the week. The announcement will give students a brief overview of the assignment and instructions where to locate these materials. The information will direct them to the weekly assignment schedule. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to the course tools. I'm going to click on weekly assignment, because that's what students were instructed to do. And then here you're going to see the learning modules. I have them done by weekly folders. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go up here to the edit mode and I'm going to click on the student view so we can use the student view. When the student goes into the weekly assignment folder, what they do is they click on the weekly folder that they were directed to. So for this example, it's going to be week 2. And this is a weekly assignment for week 2. Students will have the unit overview with the learning outcomes for the assignment. They will have instruction to use the keyboarding program and step-by-steps on how to access the keyboarding lessons. So this is the second contents I have here. And I also provide in this module a reminder on having the correct posture. And down below here I have another content, and this is a brief lecture with information on the lesson. The lecture is brief because the keyboarding program also provides instructions on the lessons. So I have the a brief information here and the new keys that they're going to be learning for this learning module. I also provide in this content information on the lessons that the students will be completing for this particular week. So again, I post a brief learning outcome. I provide instructions and the goals for the keyboarding lessons. In addition, I provide the due date and the time that this assignment will be, that needs to be completed. Also in this content, I provide a link which is embedded with the keyboarding program that gives students an easy access to their keyboarding program. All they have to do is click the link here, GDP 11 keyboarding program, and it takes them directly to the website. So all they have to do here is type in their username and their password, sign in, and it will take them directly to their account. So for now I'm going to use a simulated account to protect students' privacy. Once they have the site open, they can go here to their lessons and in the keyboarding program they have tabs here that they can use for their assignments. And the tabs that I assign are the lessons, the skill buildings, the map 2, the time writings, and their GDP. To start their lessons, what they do is they can click on the lessons tab. That's going to take them to the lessons here. And part 1 is unit 1, which is the first unit that they're going to start with. So they're going to click on the unit 1. And they're going to see all their lessons here for the week, which is lessons 1 through 4. So what they do is they click the lesson 1. It gives them instructions of what they need to do for this lesson. It also gives them the goals of for this lesson. For example, is lesson 1. And then once they complete that lesson, then they can go to lesson 2, and they go through each lesson for that lesson, which again it gives them the goals and instructions of what needs to be done. Once they complete the lessons, they go back to their Blackboard to see what else they have assigned for the week. For this week, week 2, I have 2 videos that I assigned students to watch. One of them is a tutorial on the discussion board. So this will give them step-by-step on how to access the discussion board, how it's used, and also a tutorial on the course email, which is an email that they have here in Blackboard. It also takes them step-by-step on how to use the course email. So it's a video that they need to watch. Once they're done watching these 2 videos, then they're ready to participate on the discussion board. Every week I provide a discussion topic that relates to the lessons or the assignments that they completed. So on the discussion board, I have instructions on what they need to do for that topic. So on this topic, they're going to discuss their experience in using the keyboarding program. They're also instructed to post their comment on what their experience was using the keyboarding program, and they also need to reply to 2 classmates to receive credit. I also post a little information here explaining that to write as if they were writing on the job, which they have to use complete sentences and proper grammar. And I also provide information on how many points they're going to earn, and I provide the due date and the time that this assignment needs to be completed. And again, I embed the DQ with a link where all they have to do is click the DQ1, and that takes them to the discussion forum. And for now, the discussion forum is closed for this topic because it was week 2. And I won't go in and open another discussion forum because I want to protect students' privacy on this. So once they're done with their discussion topics, they can go back to the keyboarding program, and they can take their keyboarding time writing for the lesson. Or they can also complete the time writing as they complete the lessons. Now the keyboarding program, the time writing are done to assess them with their accuracy and their speed. So they have to complete a time writing for each keyboarding that they complete. So in conclusion with this demonstration, this was a demonstration of a course content for week 2 of what students have or had access to complete the required assignments for the semester.